Remember when loyalty meant something? You stuck with a cruise line for 10, maybe 20 years, because they treated you like family, and the deal felt fair. Before we get into it, subscribe to Cruise Adventure and hit the bell so you do not miss the next update. Back then, the contract was simple. You knew what you were paying for, and you knew what you were getting. But in 2026, that contract is being shredded in slow motion. And, no, this is not just another rant about bland buffet food. What we are seeing is a systematic dismantling of the cruise experience. More crowding, more friction, more surprise charges, staff stretched thinner, and a growing gap between what the marketing promises and what guests actually feel on board. In this video, we are going to break down the 6 cruise lines that are sliding the fastest right now, based on recurring patterns in recent passenger feedback and visible policy changes. You will hear what is driving the decline, why it is happening, and which 3 alternatives frustrated cruisers are choosing instead. Let's start the countdown. Here is the quick framing behind what you are about to hear. This ranking is not based on a single viral complaint or one bad sailing. It is based on patterns that keep showing up across recent passenger feedback, along with policy changes that have quietly shifted what is included and how the onboard experience works. When the same themes appear again and again, they stop being random. They become a signal, and the signal is clear. The problem is bigger than one disappointing meal. It is crowding that turns every deck into a line. It is dining that feels more repetitive and more mass-produced. It is service that still feels friendly, but stretched too thin to deliver the way it used to. And it is a steady rise in extra charges that makes guests feel like they are paying more while getting less. You will also notice another trend running through this list. Most brands now feel like 2 different cruise lines at once. The newer ships look stunning and photograph beautifully, but they often sail packed. The older ships can be cheaper to book, but they are increasingly described as worn and overdue for investment. That split is dragging down satisfaction across the board. Now let's get into it, starting with number 6. Number 6, Princess Cruises. Princess lands at number 6 because the decline is the smallest on this list, roughly 10%. That might not sound dramatic until you add the context. These are some of the lowest satisfaction levels Princess has seen in years, and the comments point to one core issue. The brand feels unsure of what it wants to be. When you look closer, the complaints are not random. They are consistent. First, the fleet is split in 2. On one side are older ships that many loyal guests describe as dated and overdue for major refits. Some are even saying the ships should be retired. Those older vessels drag down the overall experience. But the newer ships are not solving the problem. The newest class, including Sun Princess and Star Princess, is dividing guests. They are marketed as the future, but many traditional Princess fans find the ships too big, with layouts that feel polarizing and decor that does not feel like the classic Princess identity. Food is another repeated theme. Princess has made improvements in some areas, but many passengers still describe meals as lacking flavor, lacking quality, and becoming repetitive. Service follows the same pattern. Crew members are still friendly, but more guests say staff seems stretched thinner than ever. Even the tech is showing cracks, with more complaints about the medallion and the app being unreliable. The verdict is simple. Princess feels like it is drifting away from its premium roots, and longtime loyalists are noticing. Number 5. MSC Cruises. MSC takes number 5 with a drop of around 14%. But that number hides something harsher. Their ratings were already near the bottom, so this is not a fall from the top. It is a fall from the basement. MSC has always been divisive. There is almost no debate about the hardware. Many guests agree the newer ships look stunning, with modern design, dramatic architecture, and a polished feel the moment you step on board. But once the sailing begins, the story changes. The most common theme in passenger feedback is that the operation does not run smoothly. Guests describe chaotic lines, confusing processes, and disorganization at key moments like embarkation, dining, and guest services. A major driver is crowd density. MSC aggressively targets families with promotions that fill third and fourth berths, which pushes ships well beyond double occupancy. In simple terms, the ship is carrying more people than the layout comfortably supports. And when that happens, every area feels the pressure. Dining is another constant pain point. The words that show up again and again are inconsistent, lukewarm, and downgraded. Service, especially customer service, is described as hit or miss. On United States sailings, that gap can feel even sharper because many guests expect a more attentive, friendly style of interaction. There is one clear exception, and it matters. The Yacht Club continues to score well. It delivers a more premium experience and better value, and it highlights how different the main ship experience can feel. The verdict is clear. MSC is beautiful to look at, but too many guests say the onboard experience feels chaotic, crowded, and inconsistent. Number 4. Royal Caribbean. This one is a genuine shock. Royal Caribbean drops in at number 4 with a decline of more than 16%. For a brand that usually dominates the industry, that is a serious slide. On paper, Royal should be untouchable. They are known for launching innovative mega ships packed with headline entertainment. Aqua shows, ice skating, big productions, massive attractions. It is the reason many people choose Royal in the first place. But the data shows the armor is starting to crack. The first issue is the fleet split. Royal has a lot of older ships, and more guests are describing them as shabby, rundown, and past their prime. There is a growing feeling that the attention and the money are going into building the next giant ship, while the classics are being left behind. Even the newest ships are not immune. Guests often love the ships themselves, but ratings are being pulled down by one thing above all: crowd density. As these sailings run extremely full, people complain about long lines, difficulty finding lounge space, and crews that feel overworked. And let's be precise about what full means. Multiple reports describe ships sailing at about 110% of double occupancy. That means sofa beds are in use, upper bunks are down, more cabins are filled to the maximum. The ship can handle it on paper, but the experience changes when every venue is operating at peak capacity all day. Dining has also become a friction point. You do not see endless complaints about food quality, but you do see certain phrases more often now. Repetitive menus, mass-produced, smaller portions. Some guests even point to dessert stations that look fancy, but feel like cost-cutting. Then there is the rising frustration over extra charges and aggressive upselling, drink packages, dining upgrades, internet packages. Things that used to feel included now feel like another pitch. The verdict: Royal Caribbean still delivers wow moments, but more guests feel they are getting less breathing room and more fees. And that is pulling the magic down. Number 3. Norwegian Cruise Line. At number 3, the decline deepens to more than 20%. And if you have been watching the industry closely, this one is not a surprise. It is the consequence of a long list of cuts and policy changes that finally pushed loyal fans too far. Norwegian built its brand on freedom and flexibility. But recent guest feedback keeps repeating the same message. The balance has shifted. Too many things that used to feel included now come with an extra charge or an extra hassle. Passengers point to a growing list of takeaways. Charging for additional main dining room entrees. No more printed daily program delivered to the cabin, meaning guests have to hunt one down or request it. Limits on door decorations. Fees for missing specialty dining reservations. Cabin service reduced to once per day. And on some ships, major Broadway-style shows replaced with cheaper in-house productions. None of these changes alone would be a deal breaker for every guest. But together, they create a new feeling on board. Death by 1,000 cuts. Review after review describes the experience as more restrictive, more transactional, and less generous. Dining commentary is also harsher than it used to be. Menus feel smaller. Food quality feels more inconsistent. Specialty dining feels pricier. Entertainment, once a strength, is now described as less exciting and less innovative. And just like with Royal Caribbean, the older ships are pulling ratings down. Guests describe them as tired, dated, and overdue for investment, fueling the belief that the line is focusing money on new builds while neglecting much of the existing fleet. Even the new ships divide people. The Prima class brought a different layout and a different venue mix. Some guests love the look, but longtime loyalists often complain that the design feels confusing and that several venues feel too small for the passenger count. Then there is a group Norwegian used to dominate. Solo travelers. For years, Norwegian was the obvious choice for cruising alone. But now, commenters are angry about reduced solo studio inventory on newer ships and pricing that feels less friendly. Some are openly saying they are canceling bookings because the solo-friendly line has become the solo-hostile line. The verdict is blunt. Many guests now describe Norwegian as a cheaper, more complicated version of the line they once loved. Number 2. Disney Cruise Line. At number 2 comes the biggest shock for many longtime cruisers. Disney has been seen for decades as the gold standard, the line people call untouchable. But recent guest sentiment shows a steep drop, with ratings falling into the threes after years of near-perfect praise. So, what changed? The most common answer is simple: price. Guests keep saying the cost has climbed too high, and the experience no longer feels magical enough to justify it. And this is especially loud from first-time Disney cruisers. These are people who paid a premium expecting a premium product at every moment, then walked away feeling like they got something that was good, but not exceptional. But it is not only first-timers. Loyal Disney fans are now talking about crowding more than ever before. This shows up especially on shorter Bahamas and Caribbean itineraries, where the sailings can feel intense and fast-paced. And it shows up heavily around Disney Treasure, the newer ship that carries more passengers, which increases density across the decks, dining rooms, and high-demand spaces. Surprisingly, food quality also shows up as a growing complaint. More reviews mention meals that are bland, cold, or poorly presented. That is a meaningful shift because Disney dining has historically been a major highlight. Then there is the psychology of extra charges. Even when fees are not dramatically different on paper, the feeling changes when the base fare already feels premium. When guests believe they are paying top dollar, every add-on stands out more, and every upsell feels sharper. To be fair, many guests still praise the crew, the family focus, and the unique Disney atmosphere that no other line can replicate. But the verdict has changed. More passengers now describe Disney as good, not great. And more importantly, not worth the price the way it used to be. Number 1. Carnival Cruise Line. At number 1 is the steepest collapse on this list. Carnival has seen a dramatic drop in recent guest sentiment, and the speed of the decline is what makes it stand out. This is not a slow drift. It feels like a sudden loss of trust. The biggest trigger is backlash to changes in the loyalty program. Carnival shifted from a system built around cumulative nights, sailed to a system that links status more closely to annual spending. For longtime guests, that did not land as a simple update. It landed as moving the goalposts. In plain terms, many loyal cruisers feel the line is telling them that loyalty is no longer enough. And when you tell your most loyal customers they do not matter, you do not just lose a booking, you create resentment. Some passengers are even reporting cancellations in protest, including guests who already had dozens of days booked for 2026 and then canceled. What makes this worse is that many reviews go out of their way to praise the crew. People still describe the staff as friendly, helpful, and the best part of the cruise. That praise is consistent. The frustration is aimed at everything around them. Food is a major weak spot in recent feedback. Words like bland, repetitive, and downgraded show up often. Entertainment is also described as scaled back and less varied than it used to be. Then there is the atmosphere. Guests mention more rowdy behavior, misbehaving kids running around, drunken passengers, and occasional fights. Even when these incidents are not constant, they shape the perception of the brand, and that perception spreads fast. Finally, the older ships are dragging the scores down. Carnival has a large fleet, and many cabins and public areas on older vessels are described as worn, tired, and past their best. Newer ships may earn stronger reviews, but the older ones pull down the overall experience. The verdict is this: Carnival is still selling fun and value, but more loyal guests feel undervalued, and more passengers feel the product is slipping at the exact moment prices and expectations are rising. Now let's talk about why this is happening. None of this is an accident, and it is not a mystery. The industry has been moving in the same direction for a while, and in 2026 the trade-offs are simply harder to ignore. First, there is the economics of crowding. Ships sailing very full makes financial sense, but it changes the entire feel on board. More people means longer lines, packed venues, and less space to breathe. It also turns small inconveniences into daily friction, because every system is running at peak capacity from morning to night. Second, there is the unbundling strategy. More cruise lines are breaking the experience into smaller pieces and selling those pieces back to you. Drink packages, specialty dining, faster internet, priority access. Even small conveniences that used to feel included now feel like another checkout screen. And even if the total price is not wildly different, the psychology changes. Guests feel nickel and dimed. Third, many lines now feel like two products at once. Newer ships look incredible, but they sail packed and can feel overstimulating. Older ships can be cheaper to book, but they carry the weight of wear and tear, and guests notice when investment is not keeping up. Finally, all of this stacks. A crowded pool deck, a slow app, a repetitive menu, a long line at guest services, and another upsell on day 3 does not feel like 5 small problems. It feels like one big message. You are paying more, and you are getting less. So where should you put your money instead? If the big mainstream lines are not hitting the mark, there are 3 places many frustrated cruisers are moving to right now. Holland America. Holland America is the adult refuge. The ships are calmer, the vibe is quieter, and the overall experience is built for guests who want to relax instead of hustle. Food is often rated higher. The ships feel less like theme parks, and you are less likely to spend your vacation fighting crowds for a seat. If your goal is to escape go-karts and screaming kids, this is a strong option. Celebrity cruises, especially Edge class. Celebrity is the landing zone for travelers who like modern design and high-quality spaces, but do not want the packed megaship feeling. The Edge-class ships are sleek and contemporary, and many guests feel Celebrity hits a better balance between energy and comfort. If you like the hardware and innovation of the big brands, but want fewer friction points, Celebrity is worth a serious look. Virgin Voyages. Virgin is the cleanest answer to the nickel and diming problem. No kids, fewer surprise charges once you are sailing, and food that many guests say actually tastes like food. The vibe is different. More nightlife, more modern, more adult. Some people love it, others do not. But if fees and upselling are your biggest deal breaker, Virgin is the most direct alternative. Now here is a practical guide to choosing in 2026. Before you book anything, do a quick self-check. What ruins your vacation the fastest? If your #1 problem is crowds, avoid the newest megaships on the most popular short itineraries. Look for ships with more space per passenger, and sail during quieter weeks when possible. If your #1 problem is fees, read the fine print and do the math before you buy. Compare the base fare plus the packages you actually need. Many people get shocked later because they price shop the base ticket, then build a premium vacation through add-ons. If your #1 problem is food, pay attention to patterns in recent reviews. Not one complaint, but repeated complaints. Look for consistent praise across multiple sailings. Also, always check ship age and ship class. Two ships under the same brand can feel like two different products. A newer ship may look stunning, but feel packed. An older ship may feel calmer, but more worn. And watch for red flags in reviews. Words like chaotic, disorganized, overworked, repetitive, downgraded, and constant upselling are signals. When the same words appear across many different passengers, it is telling you what the onboard reality feels like. Conclusion. So, is cruising dead? No. But in 2026, the old loyalty contract is not what it used to be. For many longtime passengers, the biggest mainstream brands no longer feel like the automatic choice because the value equation has shifted. The good news is that you still have options. You can choose lines that better match your style, your tolerance for crowds, and your expectations around what should be included. The key is booking with your eyes open and picking the experience that fits you, not the marketing. Now I want to hear from you. Which line has changed the most in your experience, and which one still delivers the best value today? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching Cruise Adventure. If this video helped you, please subscribe and hit the bell. It is genuinely appreciated, and it really helps the channel grow. See you in the next one.